all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back in the JR the Bossman Show, joined by the Hampton Pirates head coach, but joining him the Bossman Show. Coach Joyner, how things up there in Hampton, man?
Doing pretty good, man. Trying to get ready for this up-and-coming season. We started practice yesterday, not practice, we started classes yesterday. So we're able to resume some of our workouts. So we're feeling good about ourselves right about now.
Yeah, Coach, year 11 for you, and year 11 leading Hampton, Coach. What does it mean to you having this longevity, being at Hampton so long as an assistant and now 11 years as the head coach?
It's today's climate of athletics. Longevity is not promised to any head coach. So to be somewhere where they believed in me for that length of time, and I've been able to produce a little bit, hopefully, to keep that belief is special to me. So, again, I love it here. I love Hampton University. And hopefully we can keep this going for 10, 11 more years.
Oh, I hear that, Coach. Yes, indeed. So that's the climate with coaches changes every 3 to 4 or 5 years, man. Being 11 years, man, I tell you, you definitely one of the longest tenured ones I know for sure in D1 ball.
Well, as my uncle always told me and my father, and they both have had longevity where they were. But my father passed, but my uncle who's still living has been at John C. Smith probably close to 50 years, 40-something, 50 years. The most important thing is to continue to work. And if you're blessed enough to work in the same place throughout your career, you can't get anything better than that.
got that right, Coach. Come off last year, CIT, semifinal run, Coach. What did you and your staff prioritize this offseason when you did your self-scout, self-evaluation of the program and you guys players?
I mean, we did lose some guys, 3 starters, but we do have probably our 2 best basketball players back with Jermaine Merrill and Greg Hextall. We did go out and recruit. We brought in 8 guys, the bulk of them being junior college and 1 transfer and 3 freshmen. But, you know, we went after more length and more athleticism. I'm not going to say we're 6'10", but we got a bunch of 6'5" and 6'7", you know, good-sized athletic kids that can do a bunch of different things on the court. You know, they're not one-dimensional players, and that's what I was kind of after this year going into our second year into the Big South and to try to build off of what we did last year.
You kind of led me into my next question. How was year 1 in the Big South? I've been in the MEAC for so many years. How was the transition going from the MEAC to playing these Big South schools?
The MEAC is a good league, a great league. The Big South from top to bottom is a very strong league. I mean, we had it was 8 teams with 18 wins or better, and I mean it was a 5-way tie, I think, from 3rd through 8th or 9th place, you know, or 8th place, somewhere around there. So again, the strength of the league kind of speaks for itself. You know, it was kind of different for us because, you know, being in the MEAC for that amount of time, talent come and talent go, but you kind of get used to how people play, how coaches play, kind of what to expect when you're seeing the same guys 2, 3, and 4 years at a time. Last year was kind of different for us because it was almost like we played 30-some-odd non-conference games because you're not going, you know, even though what you see on paper and what you see on film, sometimes when you play against people, their tendencies are a little different than what you thought. So you had to learn that. And I think at the beginning we had our ups and downs, started out well, and hit a streak where we lost 3 or 4 straight games, maybe even 5. But then to win 8 or 9 of our last 10 or 11, you know, I think, you know, we adjusted well. So we're looking for big things this year.
And, Coach, let me ask you, in recruiting-wise, how's been the Big South change recruiting for you now that you're in a larger mid-major conference now than you were being in the MEAC?
Well, I think it attracts, one, just the change alone. Anytime you have change, of course it can affect you positively and negatively, but it affected us positively on the recruiting end because in some small parts of the basketball world, that's a big deal. And then also saying that you moved to the Big South, I think if you could go by number, I think in some 1 or 2 publications where the MEAC were maybe the 31st or the 30th or the 32nd rate conference, we jumped to the Big South. That was 19 last year. So when you're able to boast those types of things and then being able to present the kids that, you know, the different things that we're doing in athletics and the moves that we're making as a university, it helped our recruiting a lot. I think we got a lot of kids definitely interested, and I'm not going to say they weren't interested before, but, you know, they did give us a different type of look, and we were able to capitalize on that, we think.
Yes, indeed. And, Coach, as you move to June, July, you know, to get to work the guys out, who are some guys you want to highlight who really improve their games this summer? It's really going to help you out real big come November when everything tips off here real soon.
I mean, Jermaine Merrill, without question. I mean, I think the biggest thing that helped him over the summer was he got invited to so many different things with the CP3 camp. He went and test the waters in the NBA draft and worked out for a lot of teams. So got a chance to see himself against a different style and a different type of competition with jobs on the line. So, you know, when you're facing, if you in a fight and it's a fight for a job, it's a different kind of fight. You know, I think we all know that. So he got to gauge himself against them and learn a lot about himself, good and bad. So he made a lot of changes to himself, his body, his getting in shape, his, you know, and the things that he thought he needed to do to help us win, to help us and get our program to the next level, but get himself hopefully to the next level. Now, outside of Greg Hextall, which probably was our best all-around player last year. Led us in rebounding, maybe third or fourth in scoring. I think in the last 10, 11 games of the year, he may have been second on the team in scoring, or maybe third. So over the summer, he looked to build up. He worked on a lot of different things and looked to build off that. And you're talking about a 6'7" kid that played 1 through 4 for us last year. So we're looking for him to do big things. And then other than that, it's the kids that we brought in. Edward Oliver Hampton from Colby Community College, 6'7", multifaceted player. Davion Warren and Shaheem Anthony, both 6'5", 6'6" wings, extremely athletic. Those kids, along with those kids, and then Benjamin Stanley, who was the only freshman that came off the bench for us last year, that played significant minutes. All those kids we hope will bring, help us pick up our style of play going into it this year. We like to do things like switch 1 through 4 and this and that. We got a lot of guys that are similar size.
And, Coach, as you said, it's positionless basketball. I can hear a lot of guys in that 6'5", 6'7" range. You can switch anything you want to switch, interchangeable parts. That's what basketball is becoming now. It's having 5 guys who are athletic out there who can score and defend, use their length, and just wreak havoc on the court, making it hard for the team to score and get out in the break parameters, taking their breaks and score the ball fast as you can.
Yeah, and I mean, again, if the game has become positionless, and really taking the big man out of it. If you got a big man that you go to, it's got to be a big man that you're willing to slow the game down for, and you can get dividends from it. But I think the other thing is you got to be able to have an energetic and change of pace style of point guard, because that position has changed. It's not your traditional point guard anymore. It's a point guard that can score, defend, and score at all 3 levels, and most in today's day and age, they're more athletic than what you probably used to seeing before. But again, with it being positionless, we went after a lot of guys, like you said, that can do like things, similar size, that now we can pretty much go to the next best player versus trying to fit certain slots.
You got that right. And Coach, and when the teams played you in the Big South, I feel like that your style you play is very good, fun style to play ball, very athletic ball you played. Did you feel like the coach in the league kind of was shocked about you all as well? Because I know it was adjusting for you guys, of course, but the other coaches probably had to adjust seeing how athletic your team is, because you've done it in the MEAC for so many years. How you guys played fast and defended like crazy. I know it kind of gets some coaches in trouble in the Big South as well.
Well, I think one thing I can say, I haven't had a lot of discussion with the coaches about this, but I think the speed of play that we brought, again, like you said, and the athleticism, I think within conference play, we probably averaged 82, 83 points a game, 81 overall. I mean, we were a top 20 scoring team in the country last year. So, again, we were able to get up and down the court and play at a different pace that I think they had to adjust to, just as well as, the tough part about it for us was in some instances, but I think we were able to adjust was everybody could kind of get tape on us of playing each other. We had 13 different teams we had to try, or 12 different teams we had to try to figure out, on the fly. But again, I do think the athleticism and the style of play that we played did cause some concern.
Look at the non-conference skills for you guys, Coach. Outside the Big South games you guys play, I see a high major trip to Illinois, some quality mid-major matchups as well, also some old rivals from the old MEAC. So what do getting to play these games do for the Hampton brand and get you more on national level for us? Comes like, hey, the Hampton Pirates, we got something brewing here. So check us out for real.
Well, you know what I think? I would like to believe that what we've done or what we were doing was before we even made it to the Big South, with the way that we played those games. I think our formula hasn't really changed moving into the Big South. We try to get a schedule that's as competitive as possible that can get us ready for conference play. And we want to learn as much about ourselves in the non-conference so that when we go into conference play, the one thing that I do believe that non-conference play ain't going to make us a break us. I don't care if you're in the Big South or the MEAC. I do believe that if you don't win that conference, you ain't going to the conference tournament. You ain't going to the NCAA tournament.
You got that right.
So that's one thing that I try to stress to our young men. Though we want to go win and try to compete every game, the education process begins at life and ends at death. So at the end of the day, we want to be as competitive and as good as we can, but also learn as much as we can, because when we walk into February and go into March, we want to be the best team mentally and physically that we can be at that time. That's when I'd rather peak. You
got that right, Coach. Like you said, at the level, mid-range level, if you don't win those 3 or 4 days in March, whatever the conference tournament is, you're pretty much going to the NIT unless you win the conference or the CIT or CBI. This is how it works. And people just want to peak too early. That I said, more power to you. Like you said, you want to peak late February, early March, get hot on that tournament and get that punch, that ticket right there.
Right. And again, that's the belief that we had, and I would like to think that that's the reason that we've been able to peak every year. Big South, MEAC, whatever. When it comes to February and March, we're always at our best, and we're always a tough team to beat. So I think it's because of that mindset. But at the end of the day, that's not saying that we don't take the non-conference seriously. I love to go 32-0, 31-0 too.
I hear that, Coach. Coach Joyner, thank you for coming on the show again. I look forward to talking to you down the road, and good luck to you and the Pirates, man. I'll be cheering for you guys. I'll see my HBCU schools do well, man. So definitely be cheering for you and the Pirates, man.
I appreciate it, brother.
All right, now. This is Buck Joyner on the Bossman Show, people.
This beat is so rich.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.